To-a prepositions or Wechselpräpositionen. As you already discovered in German, there are prepositions that take the accusative case and prepositions that take the dative case. Write them below. Accusative takes are durch, für, gegen, ohne, Dative case, aus, außer, bei, mit, nach, Zeit, von, zu. You can think of the song if you want. Aus, außer, bei, mit, nach, Zeit, von, zu. Aus, außer, bei, mit, nach, Zeit, von, zu. That might help you remember the dative case. Plus, it's cool and it's classical German music. Now, we know that accusative take accusative and we know that datives take datives, but what about these Wechselpräpositionen? These are the changeable ones. These are the ones that are sometimes accusative and sometimes dative. Dun, dun, dun. An, auf, hinter, in, neben, über, unter, vor, zwischen. Crazy, huh? Now, the best thing about this is a little song you probably already know. An, auf, hinter, in, neben, über, unter, vor, zwischen. An, auf, hinter, in, neben, über, unter, vor, zwischen. That'll help you remember all of these. So make sure you write all of those down. These are the ones that sometimes take the accusative case and sometimes take the dative case. So, the accusative case. If it's the accusative case, we're talking about we're going somewhere. There's a destination, a place in mind. So we're utilizing the question wohin. With the dative case, we're talking about somewhere you're already at. Where are you at? So we're utilizing the question wo. So she's going into the library. She's not there yet, but into. She'll eventually get to her destination. She's laying it on the table. It's not quite there yet, but it'll be on the table in a minute or a second. He works in the school. He works at the school. So that's location. And the book is lying on the table. Boom, it's there already. Location. So, accusative, motion, destination, action. Dative, location or motion. Within. So, if I'm like swimming in a pool, even though swimming is a motion, it's within a specific location. So, there's a memory trick for that and a visual. Think of accusative as this with arrows, right? You're going where to? Where are you going to? From point A to point B. All right, there's a direction. A for action. Dative case, where is it located? Well, it's located in an area, or X marks the spot. Dative, dead. Not like really dead, but just dead in the sense that it's not moving, it's not going anywhere. That's where it is. So these little tricks, I think, are the best. So let's take a look at the difference between auf versus on. On, because they both mean on. So visualize here, if you will, this box, this Kiste. Auf is one that's located on top of, so it has to be on a horizontal surface. An is these two because it's on a vertical surface. Okay, so auf is horizontal, an is vertical. Now, there's also verbs that are crazy and a little similar. If we look at these verbs, legen versus liegen. If you have challenges with lay versus lie in English, here it is in German. So legen, past participle, gelegen. This takes accusative. Liegen, gelegen. Notice, past participle the same, but present tense different. Stellen, gestellt, stehen, gestanden. This is movement. This is location. So these are all accusative. This side's all dative. Hängen, gehängt, hängen, gehangen. So they're both hanging, but they both have two totally different past participles. And then there's this weird one, stecken. Stecken, gesteckt. That can go either way. So let's dive in. So legen is to lay something, to put it in a horizontal position. Ich lege, du legst, sie, es legt, wir legen, legt, sie legen. So that one's going to take the accusative case because it's going from one place to the next um, motion, direction. Stellen, you're putting it in an upright position. All right, so that now is in a vertical position. That's going to be accusative because once again, it's moving, it's changing. Ich stelle, du stellst, sie, stellt, wir stellen, stellt, sie stellen. Liegen. This is when you're like, you lie in a horizontal position. So that's no motion. You are right there. That's where you're located. So dative dead. Ich liege, du liegst, sie, es liegt, wir liegen, liegt, sie liegen. Stehen, if you're standing, you're located there. You're not going anywhere. That's dative as well for those prepositions. Ich stehe, du stehst, sie steht, wir stehen, steht, sie stehen. Now, here's an example with steht. Der Hund steht vor der Tür. Der Tür, yeah? So the dog is located there. The dog's not going to move. The dog is just located there. So die becomes der for dative. Hanging, when you're talking about hanging something, that means you're moving it from point A to point B, so that's going to be accusative. Ich hänge, du hängst, sie, es hängt, wir hängen, hängt, sie hängen. If you're talking about something hangs there, that's a location, so that would be dative. Notice, they're the same conjugation, but whether it's you doing the hanging of something or whether something is hanging there, then that changes whether it's an accusative or dative preposition. So here's an example. Here's a picture. The picture is located on the wall. So die Wand becomes der Wand. Das Bild hängt an der Wand. And notice I'm using an because this is a vertical surface, not horizontal flat, like on top of a table. Here, just pretend this is a picture. Der Junge hängt das Bild an die Wand. So the boy is doing the hanging of the picture on the wall, so that's action, and that's why die Wand stays die Wand for the accusative case. Stecken, to be stuck, to be hidden, to be in a concealed space. This can be accusative or dative. Ich stecke, du steckst, sie steckt, wir stecken, steckt, sie stecken. So, practice time. Take a look at these examples. What I'm going to ask you to do is pause this video, write them out, underline your answers, complete sentence written out, then resume the video to check your answers. So, you're waiting in front of the school, location, dative. It's flying over the airport, one place to the next, so that's accusative action. It's over right now, over the airport, dative, dead, location. Are you going into the city? Into for this, so you're going, movement from one place to the next, action, accusative. Er wohnt an der Ecke, he lives on the corner or at the corner, dative, dead, because it's location. Sie geht an die Ecke, she's going to the corner, a action, accusative. So use those verbs to help you. Let's try a few more. These are the ones now where you have to pay attention to the verb even closer because they're so similar yet different. Pause this video, write out these sentences and they're completely, underline your answers, resume the video to check your answers and make corrections. So, someone is doing the hanging, therefore action, accusative. It's actually already there, location, dative, dead. The subject is putting the book next to the computer, so that's action accusative. If the book's already located there, that's dative dead. Danke.